everyone. This is Dr. Armstrong back again with another episode of Tuesday Tips. Um, it has been a moment, it has been a while since I have sat down and done a video. And I was contacted on last night through email by the APA saying, "Hey, Dr. Armstrong, can we get back to it?" Dr. Armstrong is back to it. And glad to be back to help each and everyone who participates in watching this type of material. It's been a busy 3 or 4 weeks here lately due to some church events. However, for those who helped me so graciously, I want to extend my heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you. It is because of you that I was able to be successful in my endeavor in what I was doing. And I just want to say thank you. Your blessing will not go unreturned. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my good friend, Dr. Ledbetter, all the way out of Alaska. He sent me a box full of bow ties and neckties. Dr. Ledbetter, I can't thank you enough, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I wanted to publicly address that. That is true brotherly love. As a matter of fact, this is one of them that I am wearing today. And I just want to say thank you. You have all been very gracious to me. And, I'm not one who used to participate in these types of things. But the position that I held and the desire that I had, it calls for this type of thing. And I am thankful. I'm thankful that I was successful in that endeavor. So on today, we're going to speak about the factors that affect depression. The factors that affect depression. There are so many people out there today who are experiencing depression. And while experiencing the depression, they often will reclude or seclude themselves into either a mental internal compartmentalization, an emotional compartmentalization, or even a physical withdrawal as well. What we want to look at today are the factors that affect depression. Factors, outside, inside factors that affect. We have three main factors: biological, environmental, psychological. Okay, I'll repeat those again: biological, environmental, and psychological factors. Let's look at biologically. Okay, what we experience inside our bodies, what our bodies go through. Okay, certain ailments as inflammation, a weakened immune system, stress response, brain changes, inflammation, genetics, arthritis, regular pains can actually have an effect on a depressed person. And a lot of times, once the biological symptoms are relieved, some of the depression goes away. However, there are chronic illnesses that cannot go away. What I encourage these types of people to do who are experiencing chronic illnesses, you have to have a positive, proactive approach to your health. If you're not having that positive, proactive approach, that illness can get the best of you instead of you staying on top of the illness. Okay? If there's a person who is experiencing any chronic illness, you know that there are certain protocols that you have to make and take for your health. Be proactive in what you're doing, okay? And a lot of that depression may go away once you ingrain it. Yeah, it's something you don't want, but once you ingrain the taking care of yourself, then and only then can some of that be alleviated on a depressive standpoint, okay? Environmental, we have lifestyle changes, we have loneliness, we have trauma, stressful events, social media, culture can actually have an effect on depression. Culture itself, social and economic statuses, where you stand in the world today. Listen, in this category, you don't have to prove to be like anyone else. You don't have to prove to be on top of the world. If you learn to be content with what you have and then have a desire to improve your statuses, your environmental status, where you are in life, take the small steps. No one is given riches and fame unless you are coming from a long lineage of that type of thing. Take the small steps to gain the type of status and the lifestyle that you want. There are ways that you can go out there and meet people and make friends, but be cautious in what you do. Don't go out there, if you're a Christian and you go out into the bars where people are smoking, drinking, having what they call a good time, getting drunk and high, and here you come home and you're just blah. That's not having a good time. That's not alleviating your loneliness. Your loneliness, the loneliness, can be alleviated by just having one close friend. That's how it can be alleviated. Okay? Stressful events. We know what stresses us out in life. Alleviate the stress. Okay? Then we go to the psychological effect of depression. Our emotions, our coping mechanisms, our thought pattern, our attachment status, our childhood, and then it really boils down to our personalities. Listen, this to me may be the most important, simply because we try to conform. We try to fit in. We try to have a sense of normality that may not be right for us. When you are stressed to the T, okay, and when your coping mechanism to your stress is not equal, guess what? You're right back into being depressed because you want to be the one to save. You can't save everybody. You can't be the person that is attached. Listen, when you are attached and you become unattached, but you still want to keep the attachment, it brings about a depressive state. simply because it's something against your will that you don't want to happen, that you're not in control of. I want you to understand, you're not going to always be in control. I, for one, I am in a man of position, but I do realize I'm not always in control, and I'm all right with that. Sometimes I don't want to be in control. I'm clearly okay with that because I've learned to adapt. Once we learn to adapt to certain situations and we see people for who they really are, then and only then can these three factors come into a grip of your own where you can master your own environment. Biological, environmental, psychological. And I'm going to add a fourth degree, sometimes even spiritual. Sometimes even spiritual. We could talk about that one on a different day. But for now, folks, I thank you for listening. Learn how to alleviate those depressive symptoms. Let's get up. Let's think positive. Let's move around. Let's have that positive mind. Let's have that type of mentality where we can say, hey, look, things are going to happen in life. I'm going to lose loved ones. I'm not going to always have all the money I want. Things are going to change in life. I may lose friends, but you know what? No matter what, I'm going to be happy because I know that I'm a good person. While others may not see it, I know that I'm a good person. And I'm going to treat folks right. I'm going to love them. And I'm going to do what's right, no matter what. So thank you, folks. I do appreciate you listening in today. I hope that you all will have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. You will see more about these three factors coming soon. Thank you. Have a great day.